The weather is really challenging on this trip. I think it was the first week that was very nice, and we were swimming pretty much every day. But then the second week, we got hit hard by a lot of rain and just a lot of fog. You have to expect the unexpected there, because I don't know, just have to deal with what you have pretty much, and just have to go through it as best as you can. That kind of weather can really break down a group as well, because clammy weather brings a lot of crankiness and all that as well. But just have to deal with it as best as you can and just go through it.
We're more cold bound than wind bound today. We got a bunch of sleeping bags that are wet, but the team morale right now is pretty good. And we're just trying to pilfer as much wood as we can from the forest or the shrubs. There's all this driftwood that's come up the Horton River, and it's awesome. It's keeping us dry and warm. We chose not to move on because of that factor. We don't know how much wood is ahead of us, and it's important to, we landed at a really good spot to collect as much wood as possible. And we're gonna try to get everybody as dry as possible before we move on. And it seems to be working. We're all plugging away, and the fire is this wonderful TV that gives us a sense of like comfort and warmth throughout these hard times, because they're definitely not easy times right now. Any comments from the peanut gallery? How do you feel about this place? You ready to just spend the rest of your life here? We'll just hunt caribou and muskox and yeah. Maybe we'll build a little school. Not a good idea?
Cameraman's crazy.
People who share a common vision and sense of purpose can get where they're going quicker and easier because they're traveling on the thrust of one another.
Amy and I are drawing further and further and further back and allowing you to take on the responsibility for the course. A big part of this is you taking on that leadership, empowering yourself to be able to make decisions, the decisions that we feel like we've taught you already. And I think this will be a helpful experience for you to work through. If you ask us, we may help, but we may also steer you to another direction to say, okay, well maybe you can ask Tanya, because Tanya knows that answer, and we've already told Tanya that. Okay, so we're really drawing back at this phase. There's only 4 or 5 days left on the course, and we really feel like the only way you truly get the outward bound experience is for us to draw back and for you as a group to solidify yourselves. So, having said that, the next 2 leaders of the day are going to be Tanya to my right. And I just have to say that reason why we're choosing Tanya for tomorrow in particular is because Tanya has been stepping up to the plate time and time again. She's washing dishes with somebody in the back, with Gloria in the background. When she's cold, she's got a sore foot, she's getting it healed. She's doing those little things that we're seeing her step up to the plate. And she's sort of that silent leader that's happening all around the campsite that you don't necessarily see all the time doing stuff. So we're excited to see what you can muster together tomorrow. And the second wonderful leader that we feel is going to be a great person to probably stern the boat tomorrow is going to be Jody. So the 2 of you we feel like are a great match. Yeah, you knew right away. The idea behind this is that it's going to progressively get not necessarily better, but you're going to be able to morph into a stronger team as you go through this process together.
Is anybody scared or nervous?
Nope.
Awesome. Well, it's just hard for people to like get on their feet and get moving, and when they want to stick around the fire and just like try to keep themselves warm, it's just hard to like try to get them to understand that you need to move your body to keep the inside of your body warm.
Yeah. Do you think we'll go very far today?
I hope so. I at least want to go about 20 kilometers, but the wind is pretty strong. It would be cool if we had kickers, but we're using our hands. I'm hoping that we could do about 20 kilometers today, but if not, then I'll be happy. It's just it's kind of windy, and we only have our arms to do this. But I think we can. The wind seems like it died down a tad bit, But I think we could do this. Everybody's warm?
Yeah. I thought we were going like 25.
I know. But the wind's so strong, we might not be able to. But we'll see how it goes.
Warm my hands.
We could do this. Yep, we could do this.
Also, everyone just try to keep it as dry as possible there.
And keep us
Just,
close
keep-
together.
Just keep yourselves warm.
And lastly, if you are starting to sweat, then take off a layer and we'll put it in a garbage bag for you, because then that'll be really helpful. Okay, let it rip.
We can do this.
We can do
We
this.
can do it.
Okay, one, two, three.
We can do this!
Woo!
Swing your partner Now promenade!
So Bernie, what do you call these things again?
Kungalaks.
Kumalaks?
Kungalaks.
Kungalaks. Who taught you how to pick them, Bern?
My mom.
Yeah. You just pick them from the stem, huh?
And then you eat them like this. And they're really good.
I love them too. They're like sweet, they're tangy,
Really
they're strong.
sour.
Gloria said they'd make good tea.
Yeah.
Cool. How do you know what they look like? Just because they have a black or red stem?
I just remember them.
Yeah.
I know what they look like when I see them.
Oh, yummy. What do they taste good with? You ever eat them with other things?
Sugar.
Well, you just dip them in sugar?
No, just like you eat that and mix it with sugar. It's more sweeter.
Really, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Batter, 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 swing, batter, 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 swing, batter, batter.
How do you feel going to your final destination in 2 days?
It's exciting in some ways and sad in other ways. Gonna miss all the people here. Lolo in the camera was really surprising because I really saw her as a quiet, shy person from the camera, but she really got into there with different questions for the people in the group. So it was really fun to see her going around interviewing people on the trip there.
How about you, Chris? What do you learn?
What have I learned on this
Yeah.
trip? So many things, Lola, and it
Nice.
starts with you. Singing the song Lola over and over and over again, that perhaps is my highlight of the whole trip. Lola, la 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 Lola.
It's sad because everyone's leaving each other.
I feel kind of special because we made it so far, and we're almost there. We're almost home. 2 days.
to me alone, y'all.
Don't I look pretty?
Of course. How about you, cheese cutter?
What's that?
How do you feel about going to your final destination tomorrow?
Can't wait.
It's like a relief.
We've been out here for 16 days and I can't wait to see civilization.
I've learned a lot so far. There's a lot of serious things I learned, a lot of humorous things I learned, like how to deal with your poop properly on land. But on a serious note, I learned how to lead and all that, how to communicate well with peers, my own ages and some a little bit older than that, and how to like deliver tasks and how to do tasks so that way someone will like, oh look, someone needs help moving the boats, I'm gonna go help them. They're all alone over there. Yeah, I learned a lot on this trip. It was a great trip for learning. I had a great experience.
Final destination? I'm sad. It's amazing being out here with everybody, and part of me is always always happy that hopefully we get done the trip and it's safe and it's and everybody's had a good time and learned a lot and stuff. But it's also a time where we're all departing from each other, and that's kind of a sad time for me. This is the voice behind the camera. This is our interviewer, Lola.
Well, I feel good and sad because I'm gonna miss everyone in this queue, especially the Horton River.
Yes, nice.
How about you, Bernadette? How do you learn?
What? Stay home more.
I learned how to survive.
I learned how to canoe. I learned how to make food. I learned how to make fire. I learned how to hiking.
Learn how to swim?
Yeah.
No.
No?
I knew long ago. I knew
So-
2 years ago.
Nice.
It was too cold for me. I can't survive in cold water.
What else did you learn, Mel? Anything else?
Same thing as low.
What?
And I learned how to survive.
Yeah, we learned how to survive in the cold.
In the last analysis, our job as teachers is to make ourselves dispensable. We cannot give the student an education, but we can help him find out how to get one.
We've taught them all the skills now, and a big part of the Outward Bound philosophy is to really instill a sense of self-reliance. And so it's a bit of part of the transference process as well. So we're all going to be separating as a group in the next couple of days and going off to our own communities and so on and so forth. It's really important that they realize that they've done this journey themselves and that we've been there along the way here and there to implant some of the important stuff, but essentially they've gotten themselves to this point, and that's our focus, is to empower them that way, and that's been our focus from the beginning, and they've shown that they're capable of doing that, and that's why we can fully step back as leaders and instructors on this course, and one of the criteria around that is that whether or not they're compassionate enough with each other, and if they are showing that compassion and willing to, when times are tough, not get on each other's case, but really step up to the plate and say, hey, you know what, we need to help each other out, and how can we do that, and how can we problem solve, and it's a way for them to, I think, really take home with them that they're capable of doing more than they probably can imagine. So.
And this doesn't happen all the time. Like, this doesn't happen with every group.
No, definitely not. And it's a unique experience. And with a group like this, we feel like we're more than happy to be able to step back and allow them to do that. And that's the unique thing. It's really unique when you get a group like this and go, hey, like, what a cool opportunity to say, hey, this is it. You know, this is what this experience is about. You don't need us anymore. It's been incredible. What a journey, and what an experience with these youth. And a big part of it, yeah, the land and the landscape is stunning and will be memorable. But the youth and their perspective on the world and what they have to share with us has been the most impacting and more the lifelong learning stuff that we'll take with us.
Especially the end here, just feeling like. Yeah, just the landscape is phenomenal. I just feel getting a perspective of my place in the world. It's humbling, I think, I'm finding. Especially the weather is really, and the other thing that's humbling is that these guys are not complaining a bit, and I feel like my feet are blocks of ice, and like it's hard, and these guys are phenomenal. And that piece to me is really neat, to be with youth that are so, I mean, they have their moments and they have their hard times, but overall they're so positive, and they're troopers. They're hardy and strong, and I just love being out here with them in that way.
And can I say we have like a 13-year-old and a 14, like it's not just like 18, 19-year-olds or whatever. It's like these are young people out on here, you know, in these conditions is out here. And like you said, that no one's complaining. I mean, down south, it would be a bit of a different story.
Yeah. Nice try. Shoulder in. I want to try something.
Words can't even express it, man. Woo!
Awesome. They don't have to canoe anymore. Cool on day world. I'm paddling. No more to do now.
Nice.
Awesome, man. Last time I do this in a while.
I'm sad.
Look at
Harsh.
Oh, Tanya,
This feels amazing, man. I love the way Outward Bound totally showed me my true potential, and now that I've discovered that, I cannot go back to mediocrity, man. It's like, give her for the rest of my life, or don't bother trying.
how does it feel? You're at the finish line. You finished the Horton River.
So fun to see you guys all busy bee and so excited to be here, eh? Congrats, you guys.
I'm gonna just wash my hands to start.
You got a couple blisters, huh?
Oh yeah, look at that! Ooh, leather!
Blisters too?
I got hand leather.
Blisters all
Show them off.
Nice hands! You see that?
Way to live, natives, eh?
You see that blister?
The group in the Horton River, my second trip, was really brought together, and more as a family as in any group I have been so far.
We arrived here 16 or 18 days ago, and we didn't know pretty much anybody. You know, we knew one other person maybe in the group, one or two other people, but we certainly didn't know each other as a community of people. And now we're here sitting with each other, and I feel like, you know, I would do anything for you guys, and I feel the same back, reciprocal back to you guys would do anything for me and for Amy. And so there's this new sort of bond that's created right now, and we want to talk about that bond and talk about how we can continue that momentum and continue that feeling that we have inside us right now, so it just doesn't sort of peter out, and it's not just an experience, but it's something that continues on past this experience out here on the Horton River, because the Horton River is sort of this vehicle to help us with stuff that's going on back home, and part of that process that we're going to go through tonight is about looking at why this has been great and why it's been challenging, and how we've overcome some of those challenges along the way, and what's made us a strong, tight group as a whole.
You've come from here, from Polytech, from Holman, from Inuvik, from Tuck. You've all come to this place 16 or 17 days ago. We did duffel shuffle, we got on a plane, we flew out here, we did whitewater, we had some sunny days, and then all of a sudden we had a bunch of cold days, and then now we're here. And within that, there has been thousands of snapshots and moments that have brought you to this point. And what Chris was asking you to do earlier was to think back on all those thousands of snapshot moments and figure out what this experience really means. After you leave Outward Bound, we're hoping that you'll take some stuff with you. You'll take little snippets, and you'll be back in your lives somewhere else, and you'll think, like, this is hard, but I know I did that. I know I weathered 6 days of really friggin' cold weather. So this isn't going to be that hard. Like, I can do that. And so hopefully you'll take those snippets and transfer them back into your life and say, oh yeah, I can do that. Like, I know I'm stronger than I think I am, and I can do that.
The group environment was just really anxious for the plane and just really wanted to be home.
Roger now, dude. Put out the fire. Put out that fire.
Yeah, I'd just have to say it was a really anxious time for everyone.
I feel wicked, Lord! So much fun! How about you, Mel? How do you feel? Awesome! We're going home. Yeah!
Saying goodbye was really tough for me.
How do you feel, Noel?
I feel the same going home, just want to see everyone else there. Yeah, it just feels different. Gonna be different, but at the same time it's really good there.
I'm bleeding.
How about you, Tamara? How do you feel about going?
Woo! That's how I feel. Yeah, it's very exciting, but I just had a little moment on the river because we're leaving the river
pilots
today.
are awesome too
and
for coming in
it's
and
the
doing
last
it, right?
time that we're out here. And even though I'm excited beyond belief to get back, I'm still sad to say goodbye to the river.
How do you feel, Chris, about finally going after 16 full days of hard work?
I'm a bit sad to be leaving such a special place, but I think it's time for us to go on, and we've done a lot of chatting about what the next steps are, and
we have to bring the barrels.
we're extremely excited. That looks like the plane is stopped over there, so we're just gonna actually pick up some barrels now and grab them and bring them over to that spot over there.
Going on a plane.
I'm about to give him a 6-pack.
Yeah.
Do it.
Nineteen mosquito bites on this side and 21 on this side.
I know a lot of people that are afraid of bugs, but not as much as they were.
Ooh, these kinds. Some of these kinds.
At the beginning of the trip, they were like
You stupid.
pretty much running away from the bugs, and that really surprised me.
I'm gonna get used to eating this a little bit when I'm home now. Look at how tiny.
So good for you though, eh?
It's not. How is the canoeing?
Ow, good.
You're recording me killing bugs?